Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to start by thanking the organisers for giving me a chance to speak at this very prestigious and well-attended conference. It's excellent to see so many people interested in the bioeconomy. I posed this question: the world wants bio-based products, and I asked the organisers to put a question mark on the end of that presentation title. Does the world want bio-based products? Well, I think I can certainly say from my experience, yes, the world does. It might vary by region and market sector to how much it wants, but the world does want bio-based products. But I want to focus a little bit on that word want and how relevant that want is to business. It's a discussion I have with my children from time to time when they say, "Daddy, I want that." Well, do you want it or do you need it? So is want the right word? And I would rather focus on the idea of value. Does the world value bio-based products? Well, it certainly does, to an extent. We value 170 million tonnes of wood pulp produced every year, and we value the 5 million tonnes of speciality wood pulp. We certainly value the 70 million tonnes of refined starch produced every year, and the 17 million tonnes of derivatized starch. We value the 13 million tonnes of oleochemicals produced every year. So we certainly do value bio-based products across the world. And how do you calculate that value? What does that value come from? Well, essentially, the value derives from the functional benefit that a product gives you, or its emotional benefit, the feeling it gives you when you use or buy that product. And that value is offset by the price we have to pay for it and any emotional baggage that that product brings. And so where do bio-based products fit in terms of delivering on that value? Well, there's certainly opportunity for enhanced function from new bio-based products. We can, in some respects, produce some materials cheaper, either by using a feedstock advantage based on some form of biomass, or by adopting advances in biotechnology. And there's certainly a consumer desire across the world to buy environmentally friendly products. So is industry responding to that drive? Is it a real drive across the world? Well, these numbers are based on a survey that was published a few weeks ago, an ICIS Chemical Business Survey, who asked for the opinions of around 1,000 of their readers working within the chemical industries. And I think what's interesting to note on that is the 31% of that readership whose companies are already using bio-based products. So it's an expanding field. It's not necessarily an emergent field. There's already significant bio-based activity in the world today. The other number that I would take from there is the 14%. Only 14% of those respondents have little interest at this time in the production of bio-based products. So clearly a strong desire and a lot of activity that's already ongoing. Bio-based products can fit almost into any sector of the chemical industry and the materials industry, whether that be pharmaceuticals, whether it be cosmetics, personal care, materials. But of course, if we're looking to have a big impact on the chemical industry, we have to look to the plastics industry. Of the 340 million tonnes of chemicals produced annually, around 70% end up in plastics in one shape or another. And there's certainly a great future in bio-based plastics. Plastics have been growing significantly ever since their discovery, and it's an ongoing trend. It isn't slowing. Plastics will continue to replace other materials, glass, metals. They offer enhanced functionality and the ability to lightweight materials. And the biggest area of plastics use is in packaging. And that's really where bio-based plastics can really make inroads. Packaging is a point of consumer contact. It's what we pick up, it's what we touch, it's what we feel. It has a direct influence on the way we perceive brands and brand products. And that brand recognition of consumer feeling, that emotional benefit, is certainly strong. I'll just give you two quick examples of that. This is probably the most evident piece of bio-based economy in action. This is Coca-Cola's plant bottle. Polyester, 30% bio-based at the moment. In 2011, Coca-Cola distributed 5 billion of those units across the world that have made a commitment that by 2020 all of those units will be either from recycled polyester or bio-based materials. And there's certainly a strong drive and a strong pull, not only to put that type of polyester into packaging, but the spillover from that development to put polyester into fibres in automotive industries. A second example is the use of bio-based polyethylene in Tetra Pak cartons. It's starting to be rolled out in Brazil, and the intent of Tetra Pak is to roll out that bio-based components of those packaging in to their South American customers, and that equates to 13 billion packs every year. A significant number, but just the start of the rollout of bio-based plastics. Those two are examples of drop-in plastics that are the same as what we currently produce, but there's new bio-based plastics in development that bring enhanced functionality that can be used in different ways, and ultimately that's what the bio-based economy can bring. It can bring new products with new benefits to consumers, lower environmental impacts. So we're just starting the bio-based economy. The potential is huge. It will have large impacts, and I think we can all grasp the opportunities. There's certainly opportunities both socially, for business, and for policy development. So benefits all round if we really grasp the opportunity. And with that, I would just thank you for listening, and I look forward to the Q&A session. Thank you.